did you feel that it went today with your bar routine, your mammoth bar routine?
I think it went okay. I actually was going for my harder routine and just didn't catch one of my skills correct to then make my connection. So I had to think fast and improvise. And kind of when you do that, when things are a little bit off, you kind of you're playing catch up a little bit. So I felt like I was doing that a bit with the routine. So execution for me, I mean, my execution is generally quite good, but it can definitely still be improved. But overall, it was a solid performance for the team. So
okay. So, all right, talk me through the qualification for Tokyo in terms of what you're doing. It's so complicated. So when you go to the Worlds, which is obviously a massive competition in its own right, you go to the Worlds, top 3 team, then you already qualified for Tokyo. What are you doing? Are you doing all around? I doubt you're doing all around.
So it's honestly, I don't even fully know myself. Like, it's that confusing. For me, this year's Worlds was a really big deal because since the elbow injury at the start of last year, I knew that I'd been missing the 2017 Worlds. That was completely ruled out. And I know I've been close to getting that world medal for a while and I haven't done it yet. So this year, from the start, regardless of what competitions I did, like Worlds was going to be one of my biggest targets. And then with this qualification thing thrown in, there is that risk. I guess a risk for me. It's great if we team medal, but if we do, then it completely rules out individual route anyway. And I guess if it does happen, then decisions made for me. But then the individual route, in some ways it's nice with the position that I am in on bars, but again you have to win it, so that's equally hard. And I also think for our team, like looking at the juniors that we have coming through and where the team is at, I actually feel like I have a really nice place on the team also. So whether I do 4 pieces or not, I think when the time comes I need to be able to back up the other 2 as a worst case scenario. But I think if we're going for a top team total, then I think my bars have been quite valuable to that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like I'm in quite a nice place, but again, I've got to keep up the pace and keep up the work, and by that point in 2020, bars should be even better than it is now. We have upgrades to go in, and we've got it's exciting to know where the routine can still go, but I'm still getting established with this one also. So yeah, I'm very prepared kind of in my head that worst case scenario, like I might not make it to 2020 not because I don't think I'm good enough, but because of the rules and how it's going to work. But at the same time, I can't really look at it and take that approach. I've just got to go for as much as I can. And I do feel that for me, I want to be in the team because I think we were so close to that team medal in Rio. I'm pretty sure that that's what we're going to be trying to do if we can get everyone back firing and on all cylinders in 2 years' time. And I think my bars will be a key part of that. So.
If you could do a piece of the men's apparatus, which would you do, but not including floor or vault, because that'd be cheating?
I'd probably say high bar, just because bars is my piece anyway, and like their releases look quite fun. As much as scary. I think I'd be quite good at a Kovac, because I feel like I have good rhythm on bars and I understand the swing and things like that. And as crazy as it is that they're going over the bar, I mean, they have no bottom bar to miss, so you can do whatever actions you want. So in that respect, I think it'd be a lot easier.
Okay.
And you can get your whole hand around the bar also, because it's thinner, you can grab, whereas on ours you hook.
Yeah.
Pros and cons, I mean, but also it's metal, so that's not so friendly.
No, exactly. Do you know that Kelly chose pommels?
Oof. I'd like to try pommel. I think pommel to me, if you've done the basic work well from small, I think I have good kind of like balance and body awareness, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel pommel, that's kind of what it is, like shifting your body weight and knowing kind of where you're at.
That would be my last choice. So I've been talking also to the others a bit about mental well-being and that side of things in sport. It's obviously quite big at the minute. So I personally think if you have interest outside of sport, it's really healthy. Obviously you and that sister of yours run your businesses, your Double Downies and your Leotards, and you've got something coming up as well, which is Double Downies Day or something like that?
Yeah, we haven't done many experience days yet. I think we've done 3.
Okay.
But they're harder to just fit in and around our training, obviously. And like when we actually do get a free weekend, I mean, I think this weekend coming is like the first weekend at home I've had in like a month. So it's like it's hard fitting it in, but it's great when we get to do them.
Yeah.
And the leotard stuff, for me personally, I really enjoy it. Like, we both love fashion and design, and Ellie's not much of like the drawer. She has her ideas and I try and put them onto paper, but she has more of like a quirky kind of fashion style. So like, I think the mix between us works well.
See, and again, I bet you're going to say the same as the others. I told the others, Dino Asher-Smith, KJT, they were on the catwalk.
Oh my god,
London
me and Ellie were
Fashion
so
Walk.
jealous.
Oh, did you saw
Yeah,
it? They didn't know about it.
We saw, because we were in Paris at the time. It was like Paris Fashion Week, and they went to walk for Off-White, and Ellie was like, oh my god. And then Dina was at, what's it called, Balmain, and we were like, oh, we want to be Dina this week.
Yeah,
It's
right.
really cool. But yeah, fashion's like, I really love fashion, so.
Got ya. So I think that transition between, you know, I think people are really appreciating people who are talented rather than just people who are famous for being famous. I think there's a switch sort of happening to that kind of thing.
I feel like it's getting there. Definitely. I still think it can be more. But yeah, we're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Do you all still live with the family? You still live at home?
Yeah.
As much as you live at home, because obviously you probably live here a bit.
Yeah,
like
I
you
still
do.
live at home. I'm actually really excited to move out, because home is just busy. There's like a lot of us, but no, I do like being at home when I actually get the time. And I think if I was there full time, it would be worse. But yeah, it's nice to kind of be surrounded by people.
Yeah.
When I go back.
So you talked about you looking forward to moving out. Is that something that's happening or not?
Yeah,
until...
I've been thinking about it for at least the last like year to year and a half, but it's just like as and
When?
when and when's a good time. And then like this year there's been so many majors that I've worked towards and actually haven't made yet. That like it's just when you just don't want to move out and disrupt life completely whilst you're in a stressful environment and stressful time anyway. And so the plan was to start looking properly after Worlds. So we'll see.
Because then you've only got Tokyo coming up,
Yeah.
so that's a good time to do it. And finally, again, talking to the others about the support in the gymnastics community, so mostly via sort of social media type things, but when I did gymnastics, watching the world, you had the Russians over here and they weren't going to speak to anyone else, and you've got the Americans over here, but now you've got, you know, Simone Biles is obviously brilliant. She just claps everybody and she loves the sport, but she's needed a lot of support, as has the American team recently. But also you've got Alia Mustafina, who's just had her baby, so that's really positive, and you're like, oh, you know, and I can see you all liking each other and on Instagram and things like that. So is that a really nice sort of feeling, sort of global sort of feeling?
Yeah, I think it's got a lot better. I remember when I like kind of first started out and doing internationals and stuff, like the boys' side's always been different in terms of more chilled out, more relaxed, more friendly, whereas the girls were so strict. And I think that's one of the things that has been the most positive for me, the change. I mean, it's taken a very long time and I still think there's still a lot of improvements that need to happen, but the change in just you can have fun as well as like do your job as well. It doesn't have to be so serious, and just going up to other teams and saying hi and being friendly, and like everyone's going through the same thing. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a worse competition because you're getting on with the team, kind of thing. So I think it makes the atmosphere a lot nicer when everyone can just get on and chat, and yeah, I think the girls do get on a lot more with the other teams
And be supportive
Yeah.
of each other.